Hey, what's up, friends? Rob here, the Medicare minister, and I'm back with a fresh new word for all of you. Listen, real quickly, subscribe to the channel, give us your feedback, like, share it with some folks that you think that may need encouragement, need some fresh wind or fresh air in their sails, so to speak, today. And I'm back talking about the subject that growth is a choice. Okay, growth is a choice. And I'm reading from my daily reader today from John Maxwell. As many of you know, that's one of my favorites. And I love what he says. He's given a quote from Leo Tolstoy, and he says, everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. Okay. And I want to put it this way, is that we ultimately reproduce who or what we are. I've heard other people say it this way, that we attract who we are. So before we can change the world, we have to change ourselves, and true change, true growth happens from the inside out, not the other way around. He goes on to say here that growth is optional. While change is inevitable, growth is optional. Change is going to happen whether we like it or not, but it's up to us personally if we want to grow. And he goes, you can choose to grow or to fight it. But know this, people unwilling to grow will never reach their full potential. So we all have dreams, we all have goals, we all have this vision that we want to be this or we want to do this, but that cannot happen unless we are truly growing, unless we embrace not just change, but growth. How are we going to grow this week? Okay. And he goes on to say this as well. Growth is a choice, a decision that can really make a difference in a person's life. And I love this part. Most people don't realize that successful and unsuccessful people do not differ substantially in their abilities. They vary in their desires to reach their full potential. I love that. A lot of times you hear people hating on very successful people, and it's not that they're better. It's just simply that they have this insatiable desire to want to grow, to want to be a better version of themselves. And they embrace the uncomfortable. They embrace what other people aren't willing to embrace to get to their full potential. And so as I end this today, what I want to ask you is, what are you doing to grow? What are you doing? Like specifically, what are you doing to grow? Are you listening to YouTube videos? Maybe if you're not a reader, are you digesting content from people that are successful, people that are in a better place than you are, whether it be relationally or socioeconomically or just life in general? Okay. What are you doing to grow specifically? Are you consuming podcasts? Maybe while you're working out, maybe while you're riding to the office today, or wherever the case may be. Are you reading books, which I'm a big advocate on, whether that's digitally in iBooks or some other platform on your iPad or iPhone or computer? What else are you doing? Are you going to conferences? Are you getting around smarter people than yourself? Are you purging your circle? A lot of times we're in a rut. And that's really, that is one of the biggest challenges to our growth, is because we're routine oriented people. We tend to get in ruts. Are you purging your circle? Are you finding new people to get around? Are you updating that friend list, if you will? Are you looking for people that are ready where you're at or where you want to go, or they're further along than you are? What are you doing specifically? Are you finding a life coach or a mentor that will hold you accountable? These are just some things, some practical things that you can do. Here's one. Are you purging? Are you taking an inventory of those downhill habits or those bad habits? And are you purging those? And so that way you can develop uphill habits, right? Those are just some practical things that you can do as an individual to say, I really want to grow. But I don't want to just say that I want to grow. I want to do whatever is necessary to embrace it so that I can be a better version of myself this time next year, or whatever that time frame is. So remember, friends, growth is a choice. Change is going to happen. Growth is a choice. But at the heart of everything, we reproduce who we are. If we want to develop leaders, if we want to develop a successful organization or a successful team, we first have to change. It starts with us. It starts with disciplining ourselves to get to the point to where we need to be. Because if we do not, we're only going to reproduce who we are. We're only going to attract what we are. Hope you have an awesome day. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure to like, share this with somebody who you think needs to be encouraged today. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you guys soon.